the beginner's guide. This was made by the people who made Stanley Parable, or I think that's how you say it. That's how I've always said it, or Parabola. Make sure audio is on. It is. I turned it down a little bit. Hopefully it's fine. I'm not sure if it will be or not, but you know, as I said, hopefully it is. You might have heard a bang in there. I was moving my mic a little bit closer. But yeah, hopefully we can play through this and do good. I think it's sort of a weird game. Like, apparently there's some bits that seem like crashes, which actually aren't. I assume I'll understand the
Hi there.
buttons.
Thank you very much for playing the beginner's guide.
No problem.
My name is Davey Reedon.
Hi, Davey
I wrote
Reedon.
Stanley Parable, and while that game tells a pretty absurd story, today
Uh-huh.
I'm going to tell you about a series of events that happened between 2008
Yep.
and 2011.
Okay, you do that.
We're going to look at the games made by a friend of mine named Coda.
Coda.
Now, these games mean a lot to me. I met Coda in early 2009 at a time when I was really struggling with some personal stuff.
Oh, that's a
And
shame.
his work pointed me in a very powerful direction. I found it to be a good reference point for the kinds of creative works that I wanted to make.
Awesome.
So just to start you off, this is, I think, the first game he ever made. It's a level for Counter-Strike. You
Oh,
can walk around here, by the way.
I will. Don't
And,
you worry. I'm
mostly
just
it's
cleaning my
just
glasses.
Coda learning the basics of building a 3D environment.
Awesome.
But
Time
what
to
I
walk
like
around.
is that even though he starts from the simple aesthetic of a desert town, he then scatters
Yeah.
these colorful
He's got stuff in
abstract blobs
the air and
possible
stuff.
floating crates around the level. And of
Wow,
course,
look
it
at that green
destroys
block.
the illusion that this actually is a desert town, and instead this level becomes a kind of calling card from its creator. It's like
Ah.
a reminder that this video game was constructed by a real person.
Yeah, well, I suppose it is.
What was going through his head as he was building this? This is what I like about all of Coda's
Probably
games.
nothing.
I mean, not that they're all fascinating as games, but that they are all going to
Wow,
give us
look at this
access to
little
their
ramp.
creator. I want us to see past
Can I
the
jump up
games
here?
themselves.
Nope.
I want to get to know who this human being really is.
Oh, look at this
And
parkour.
that's exactly what we're going to do here.
Oh, I won't be able to do the
It's
parkour.
2008. Coda starts making these games, and he never releases any of them.
Oh, well,
He
that's
doesn't put
good,
them onto
right?
the internet. He just makes them and then immediately abandons them, and they sit on his computer.
Oh, good.
And I think he really understood this image of himself as a recluse. At one point, he jokingly renamed his computer's recycling bin to Important Games.
That is quite a good name.
So, you know, this was just how he worked. He tended to crank them out one after the other without even really pausing to try to understand what he had just made.
Well, I suppose
Until
that's a good
suddenly
way to
one
make
day,
it.
He just stopped.
Oh,
In
no.
2011, that was it. He made his last game, and then he hasn't made another one since.
Oh,
And that's why I've taken
I
this
wonder
opportunity to gather all
what
of his
it
work
was.
together. Is because I find his games
Well, I suppose if he
powerful
never
and
released them.
interesting, and I'd like this collection to reach him, to maybe encourage him to start creating again.
oh, that would be very good
And
if he
the
did
people
start
like
creating
you who
again,
play
wouldn't
this
it?
also happen to find his work interesting, then I'm sure it'll just send that much stronger of a message of encouragement to Coda. So thanks for joining me on this. If you have a particular interpretation that I
Yep.
haven't mentioned here, or if you just need to get in touch, you can email me at baveywreden@gmail.com.
Awesome.
Okay, that's about
We'll
it.
do that,
Introduction.
possibly.
Let's take a look at Coda's first proper game. As each game is loading, I'll show you the date that it was completed. This first one was made in November 2008.
That's not really a date, but sure. So it seems like this is more of a... Oh. Whisper machine... Oh, wow. This is quite cool, I have to say.
This game is called Escape from Whisper, and it's one of the more
I'll
generic
escape
games
from
you'll see
Whisper.
from Coda.
Yeah. It does sort of seem like it's just a space escape. And he's got the Modern Warfare 2 nuke sound, which came out in 2009. So I suppose... yeah, well, I did think you could click to fire the gun, but... not sure there's anything I need to fire at. I've not seen anything I need to shoot yet. Maybe soon,
It
though.
kinda looks like this game was abandoned mid-development.
Yeah, it does.
You have this gun, which you'd think would indicate that there are supposed to be monsters or enemies somewhere.
Yeah,
but then
you would
clearly
think
there are
so,
no
but-
enemies anywhere. You can't even reload the gun when you run out of bullets.
Oh, that's
But
good,
ultimately,
right?
we don't really know. Maybe Coda thought that actually it was complete the way that it is.
Yeah,
And I
maybe.
think that we should talk
I mean, we
about his
can't
games
go
for
anywhere.
what they are, rather than for what they're not.
Oh, I can go through here now.
I love how you can see the bottom of the universe. from
Yeah.
this room.
I was gonna say, wow, it's so beautiful. I really have a thing for, like, the universe. I really just like everything about it, like how it looks and whatever. And would one day like to explore it,
Apparently
but
the space station has a labyrinth on it.
you know, I doubt
I
it.
don't know. There's really no reason for it that I've ever been able to discern, so
Yeah.
in the interest of time, I'm just gonna skip you on past it.
Good, because there's no way I'd be able to find my way through it.
Okay, this is the part that's interesting.
Yeah.
The game has this narrative about the whisper machine and how it has to be turned off, and then you get to the engine room.
Okay, let's turn the whisper machine off.
Hey, you there, in the engine room. You could save us all.
I could.
That beam is powering the whisper machine. We could disrupt it by introducing a great enough heat signature.
Yep.
Your body could stop the beam.
Oh, good, could it?
It's so much to ask, but for all of our lives, would you do it? Could you give yourself?
No. Sure, why not? I assume I have to.
Let me pause here for a second. What you just experienced,
Yep.
stepping into the beam and then dying, is probably what Coda had initially
Yeah.
intended when he was developing this level. But when he first compiles and plays it, something goes wrong. There's a bug somewhere.
Yeah,
and
somewhere.
This is what happens instead.
Let's see what actually happens instead of what he just did. Oh, wow. Nice. I like getting sucked up through the map. And look
The
at...
beam
Oh,
causes you
wow.
to start floating. And this is
Looks
an
quite
important
cool,
moment
doesn't
for
it?
him. Because yes, this is technically a glitch, but Coda identifies something human about it. Like how small it makes you feel in the face of this larger chaotic system.
Yeah.
Or this floating could be the afterlife, a peaceful place, juxtaposed against all of the hysteria.
This would be
that we
really
just
cool
had
if
to traverse.
it wasn't all blank at the
I don't
bottom.
even know. I have no idea what he was thinking, but what's clear is that after making this, something lodges itself in his brain. He wants to do more of these really weird and experimental
Yeah.
designs. So he stops work on this and moves on to a stream of tiny little games that go in all sorts of directions.
Yeah, good, good.
Let's go ahead and take a look at the first game he made after leaving this one behind.
I mean, this is a pretty cool game as is. I like it. That'd be awesome. Oh wow, this looks like a Gmod. What do you call it? Oh, you can't move
In
forward.
this game, you can only walk
The
backwards.
the past was behind her. Yeah, so it looks like a Gmod like death run map. And I suppose it does have a bit of a rule with it.
So it's a short
But the
and
future cannot be
relatively
seen.
minimalist experiment combining
Yeah.
motion and narrative.
Oh wow.
It is less advanced than the previous game, but actually it seems to be
Keep
more
changing?
focused, more complete.
Why does the future keep
Coda's trying to
changing?
give it a unique voice rather than simply basing it on a pre-existing trope.
Yeah, this is quite cool as well. I mean, obviously it is just a short whatever. It's just sort of a... Wait, what? I can go this way. It's just sort of a short, like walkabout type dealio, but then she stops and looks. It becomes clearer. Is there something on the roof? It does look like it. Oh, that might be like the transition. How will she find the strength? Oh, I didn't see what that one says. But if the future is always behind her, how will she find the strength to confront it? Was there not a door
It's a
here
short
before?
little thought, it says
Yeah.
what it wants to say, and then it ends. Didn't need anything more than that. Which
Yeah.
to me is why it works, because it gets out quick. Okay, next one.
Okay, let's go to the next one. Oh, I forgot to pair offline. I'm going to quickly do that now. Obviously, you can see all the people there, but... You know, I'm just going to do that. Right. We can move in all directions here. I'm worried about jump scares. You are now entering... Did it say anything on the back? No. What am I now entering? Apparently nothing. Apparently a
that's it.
blank screen.
Okay, the meaning of this game won't be clear just yet. Please be patient with me for a few more games, and I promise you'll see what makes it interesting.
Okay, that sounds good to me. I like the way this sort of is, like, I suppose the narrative.
Oftentimes,
in
Coda
it.
would put bizarre titles like this one at the start of his games.
Oh wow, did I just climb the stairs?
I wish I'd known him at the time that he was making these early games. He would really only talk to me about his work as he was making it.
Yeah.
Once he stopped work on a game, like That was it. It was dead to him. And I don't agree with that at all, but what are you gonna do?
Yeah. Okay, so I seem to be walking really slowly up these stairs now.
Once you've been slowed to an absolute crawl, the door